Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine from Simply English Edinburgh. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to look at some expressions with fire. So when you're ready, let's get started. The first expression is to light a fire under someone. Now you can imagine if you light a fire under someone, what is it going to make them do? They're going to jump up and they're going to run away from it, right? So if you light a fire under someone, it means that you motivate them, you inspire them, you get them going. So the whole purpose of motivational speakers is that they light a fire under the audience. They make them feel inspired that from the moment they finish the speech, the audience members want to get to work, get going, they feel motivated, they feel ready. So, there are certain jobs in life like coaches, for example, trainers, managers, and their job is to light a fire under their team or under their staff to make sure that they're always feeling motivated and ready to go. If you have a fire in your belly of course is an informal word for your stomach, it means that you have a passion, like an internal motivation to do something. So when I started this business, I really had a fire in my belly. I wanted to make it work. I really felt a need to do what I was doing. It was like a calling. So it's that internal motivation. Nobody was pushing me to do this. I was inspired, I felt ready, I felt confident, and I hope that that comes across in all of my work. But someone who has a fire in their belly, they don't need to hear what other people around them have to say, or they don't necessarily respond to critics or to people who are trying to drag them down, because they are self-motivated. The next expression today is that there is no smoke without fire. This is an interesting one because it basically means that if you hear a rumor or a piece of gossip or a story, while you might think, okay, it's just gossip, it's just a rumor, I've heard it through the grapevine. This expression basically means that there might be some truth. There's a reason why people are saying it. There's no smoke without fire means that why would the stories be going around unless there was a source, the source being the fire. So for example, if you are working for a company and people start to talk about redundancies or layoffs, people being let go, at the very beginning it might just be rumors, it might be small talk, but some people will start to say, well, there's no smoke without fire. Why are people starting these stories? It's because we don't have as many orders as last year. It's because somebody was let go a few weeks ago. So that's an interesting one to keep in mind. The next expression, to add fuel to the fire, is when somebody tries to cause even more trouble or even more problems than there already are by adding fuel. So in other words, like coming to a problem with more drama, with more problems, and making it even bigger. So for example, social media sometimes adds fuel to the fire because people can speculate on there, people can widely share misinformation, and I think with some crises or some issues that are going on in the world, people speculate and they're adding fuel to the fire, meaning we already have these problems, but by you going online and sharing more information about it, you might be making the problem even worse than it already is. The next phrase today is a baptism of fire. And a baptism of fire means that basically somebody is thrown in at the deep end. They are put in a situation in which they have no previous experience. Maybe they have no point of reference, like nobody to turn to ask for help, or no training. They're basically expected to just do the job, get on with it, go for it. So, for example, sometimes new teachers get a baptism of fire when they go on their work placement. So, while it's all well and good, doing the theory at home, writing your lesson plans, sometimes it really is a baptism of fire when you walk in, your students are sitting in front of you and you just have to teach, you just have to go. You don't have anyone there by your side to prompt you, to help you. Okay, you've got the lesson plans, but you need to just do it and perform in the moment. And it can be a high pressure situation, but usually people feel better for having experienced a baptism of fire, because they feel like, if I can do this, I can do anything. To have too many irons in the fire describes a situation where people have a lot of interests, they have a lot of things going on at the same time, and therefore they're not able to give their full focus or attention to every single one of them. So they're kind of unfocused, their attention is divided. So for instance, while many businesses like to diversify, they like to have different options in the portfolio, it's maybe not a good idea to have too many irons in the fire, because you cannot focus on all of the products or services that you are offering. And the last one today, to be in the firing line. And this one basically means that you are in a position where you can find yourself in trouble really easily, because maybe you are a weaker link, maybe with less experience in a company, or you are just the one who people turn to and you find yourself always being the one who is blamed for something, who is responsible for the problems. So I worked in a job before where I was often in the firing line, or in the line of fire, you can also say, just because I worked right next to the boss's office. So the minute the boss would come out with a problem, they turned directly to me, because I was sitting there in that position and I was in the firing line. So I hope you found these expressions useful today. If you have, please like, subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.